And we're live. All righty.
We're live, yes.
So today is our confession,
Yeah.
as Brisecouer must confess to Father Augustin of St. Michael's Church, who he promised to confess to.
Mhm.
I think he had to say 100 our fathers, but you're going to make a list of the women you're
Yes.
making happy.
Yes. Okay, so early on this Saturday morning, probably foggy, a little foggy on the outside. It's been raining since a couple of days, and I entered the church, and go sit in the booth as I promised Father Augustin, and I'm ready.
It is definitely very quiet in this church for this time of day. It's kind of stoic, and Father Augustin, he sees you come in, and he smiles, and he's a straight man, as far as if you can imagine any straight man. So he walks in, he smiles, he comes into the booth, and sits down. I think your air conditioner's on. Actually, is that really loud?
I no.
Okay, never mind.
All I hear is okay.
Okay, no problem. All right. So he sits down, pulls the screen, and says, "Welcome, my son. Have you come to confess?"
Finally, I have made sense for what they say. So, can you remind me what kind of sins exists? Just to see in what type I can fall in.
Oh, well, gosh, we could go with the classic: pride, envy, greed, lust.
Okay.
Your call, son.
Well, for pride, well, it does come alone. When you're a musketeer, we are all pride, but I don't think that's a bad pride. Envy. Well, I have no one to envy for, what I like in life. Yes. For greed. Oh, no, not really. No, not really. I have a humble musketeer's life. I have all the attributes. God gave me all that I want to make people, especially women, happy.
We're back to pride again, son.
Yes. Oh well, I just reporting back what people say about me. It's hard not to repeat it.
I imagine it's not.
But yeah, okay. Last, does meeting lots of women enter in lust?
It depends on what you mean by meeting, son.
Okay, let's confess. I'm not married, but be calm about it. Be reassured. All the women's, many more women I meet are, so at least half of the job is done here.
At least half the job.
I have a big list here, but when is the next mass?
Oh, that'll be for some time, son. We have plenty of time.
Okay. So let's begin. You really want to hear that? What kind of details do you want?
I'll stop you if it becomes too much, son.
Okay.
I'm sure you need to get these things off your chest.
By the way, I've brought something since we have for some time, and I'm searching in my pouch. Okay, so I have a bottle of wine here. It's Mass's wine. I know who's doing it. Do you want to share? I don't know. I think these kind of stuff between men's. Okay, it needs to be discussed between men's and. No,
absolutely,
you don't want.
Son. Oh no, he pulls the screen back and hands you a glass.
All right, and I'm serving the wine.
Thank you, my son. He does not pull the screen back. He just leaves it open.
So, okay, I can name some. There's a Catherine that I don't remember from where she is. Comtesse de Marseille. Comtesse de Marseille. Elizabeth. I think she's from Britain. So yeah, I've slept with the enemy. Okay, there's a who's that? You know, Eugene is writing bad. Oh yeah, Flavie, yeah, that little girl in the country. I was on travel. You know, she was a wench in somewhere. And okay, and well, okay, he wrote Francine and Jacqueline. I'll take a sip because I have to think.
Take all the time you need, son.
Okay. What make these sins sinful? You know, I saw very better things. There should be people getting in here for better reasons than that. I saw them recently.
Really? Who tell?
Well, the Francine I've mentioned has passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, son.
Yeah, but it was far that than being honorable. It was. I don't have to. Well, in Paris, lots of evil is roaming in the street. Did you know that?
I was aware, son. I've seen many things.
I don't know if you saw many things, but Musketeers Live make you witness some stuff. Me and my friends are often on missions to see way too much. And yeah, I'm here to confess sins. My only sin. What is that? My only sin? Make women's happy? They are.
I imagine they are, son. I imagine they are. Husbands are probably not quite as happy as they are.
Well, I make their life happier. Their marriage, for the most part. Let's talk between us, and you probably know their marriage are not happy ones. They're married before because I'm a believer, but at the same time, I can see their sadness, and yeah.
You're a generous man, my son.
Well, very generous for what they say. Yeah. So in the eye of the God, I may in the future. I don't know how it will happen, but maybe I will sin in other way. Maybe there will be blood on my hand, but this will be blood of people who really work with the devil.
With the devil. Now, murder is a big sin, my son. That is a commandment.
Yeah, but I think working against the devil shouldn't be one.
Can you be more specific, son?
Yeah, there are people who are dangerous to France and the king. Well, every musketeer will do that. We'll tell you that because that's what we do. We try to protect the king and the country. Well, but as I said, with this too much stuff, it's really getting on my moral. It's really getting on my beliefs. And I know that not many people can stop that. Me and my 3 fellow friends, musketeer, are one of the few who can face that. We're against enemies that you just won't believe exists. And it's all work of the devil or some other bads. Maybe on unnameable ones.
The devil has his hands in Paris, son. I've seen terrible things myself. Tax collectors, people that make terrible bread.
My blood on my hand won't be against them. I can reassure you. This will be against people like the one who made something against sin of my list. Yeah, and yeah, I have regrets. I have regrets to not have helped her before. Yeah, even though I'm not with all those women, I have a little something for each of them, and I really wanted to help her, and I never could. And it was the work of the devil.
I have failed members of my parish. You're not alone. You look troubled, son.
I am.
And you hear him fumbling around in his side of the vestibule, and he pulls out a bottle and says, "Perhaps something stronger, my son?" And he pulls out a bottle of brandy.
I think he's worded, and I just end my cup.
He pours some in, takes a swig from the bottle.
Okay.
It's Saturday, son.
It's Saturday, yes. Saturday is a good day to drink. I am troubled. I'm troubled. You know, my joy in life and the joy that I bring suddenly vanished after what I saw, after my last... Well, it wasn't even an assignment. It was a party. And I was a witness. I've been invited to that ball. I resisted the temptation. Yeah, one lady danced with me and touched me on my Adam's, thing. I don't know if I can say it in front of you, Father, but
I know what they are, son.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, okay, I guess so. I resisted the temptation because I wanted to help Francine. Yeah. Yes, I'm troubled. I'm troubled. You know, I have an appointment, by the way, after that, so I can add the name. She's named Marie, but I haven't saw her yet. I have an appointment after our meeting, but
well, we generally don't do confessions preemptively, son. We try to prevent the sin before it happens.
Right. Well, if that's a sin, let me tell you, I will sin this afternoon. But like I said, it's nothing compared to some of the people who should purge their soul.
You are charged with the defense of the king and of Paris.
Of course.
Well, there are agents of the devil about, then I can think of no one better than musketeers, although perhaps you could carry yourself a little bit more stoically. Decorum.
Well, I think we are a special bunch of musketeers, you know. Don't want to say bad things about Cardinal's Guard, but they are so lame. He looks all the same. We're all different. Look at my friends. Look at, you know, Athos, Porthos, what they did in the past. You know, they are, you know, great names, and they are all different. They are unique. Yeah, and I think that King like it this way. And that's my feeling.
Just between you and me, the Cardinal does kind of have a stick up his, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, well. But yeah, it's on my list. You know, it's very long. I think it will be easier if you just count the names. Tell me what I have to do.
Let me see the list, son.
Yeah,
he grabs it from him.
Yeah. Oh, and I saw a name on the. I don't know. There's a name that you shouldn't take account the last name on the list. I don't know why my lackey wrote it, but it's written in big letter. It's written Eugenie, but I have never met a Eugenie before. Well, yeah, Eugenie. Oh yeah, that was that the street theater girl. Yeah. She was quite good. You know, women's are not used in theater usually, but she was quite good. And I uploaded her, and I was supposed to have a date with her, but a rich baroness invited me. And I know that I've made lots of promises to this girl, but how can Eugene remember that one? I think he wasn't even at my service by that time.
Huh. That's baffling, son. That is truly baffling.
So don't take Eugene into account.
Oh, sometimes God does for us what we cannot do for ourselves, son. And hey, this woman here goes to my part of my congregation. But this one too.
Yeah.
I recognize that name.
Yeah. And I'm sure that they're smiling a little more often. That makes they work better, isn't it?
It could be. You know, probably the best way to keep their husbands from finding out.
Oh, I know many ways.
Oh well, you know, you can always put some money in the basket as we're passing it around at the.
Yeah. Well, I have some Louis in my pocket. I was thinking about keeping them. You know, I need some clothes.
Well, you know, this is all, of course, all confidential, my son.
All right, I will give that, and I'm taking the money out of my purse. That will be for you, okay?
Oh no, please buy yourself some clothes. But you gonna drink the rest of that wine?
Yeah, I give you the wine.
He yanks it. This has been quite entertaining, my son. But try not to sin so much. Try to think about the consequences of making women happy.
Well,
this is on your immortal soul.
Yes, but you know, if we see each other, maybe it will be for other sins.
No.
Maybe I've made my job. I don't know. Life is too short in a musketeer's life, and when you're dealing with such hours, personally, I will continue to see women's. I don't know when it will stop.
Perhaps we need some exorcisms then.
Maybe.
Feel free to call on me if you need one. For you or for somebody else.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
Although I can't imagine you're going to want any of your spirits exercised anytime soon.
Maybe I won't just have the time. We're on duty all the. We are on duty all the time, and outside our special missions, we have our regular musketeers duty to do. And well, I say regular, but it's just but our days off are irregular.
He picks up the piece of paper again with the names. He goes, so we call these special missions? Is that what these are?
No, special pastimes.
Oh, okay. I was confused, my son.
No, special missions. Yeah. Are the one that we should keep secret. Yeah, top secret missions. Call it like that. Okay? It's not just the end of the devil. It's dark. It's Black Heart. We're going straight to it.
Well, remember, son, you can always bring things to me and to God.
Right. Does the name Julien Lebeau sounds a bell for you? Just asking. He's not the husband of someone.
No. He was, he's never been here. He was quite the socialite lately. I know that. I know some of the women in my congregation talked of him. Quite the dandy.
Yeah.
But
All right.
should it mean something to me, son?
I don't know. I can tell you that I hate him. Does hate is one of the sins?
Hmm. Well, no,
Hatred?
you can hate sin, so it's okay. It
Hmm.
depends on what kind of man he is.
Well, a friend of the devil?
Hmm. That is not good company to keep, my son.
Really not. To anyone.
No.
Ah, I won't tell anymore. It should be secret, but nevertheless, I just wanted to ask. So yeah, take the list and enjoy yourself, and imagine all the laughter and the little scream of joys for every name that says on there. Maybe you won't. Maybe it will help you in your lonely moments.
My son, you must avoid temptation, and so must I. Trust me, I won't need to be reading this list by myself and drinking wine.
Perfect. I think we
I
understood
renounce,
each other.
I renounced that long ago.
Perfect. Right. So, uh, well, in fact, I hope to come back someday and talk with you again. I
Let me
hope
know.
to live long enough for that.
Let me know if anything else weighs on your soul, or if I can help you, son.
Yeah. Uh, no. Well, if I come back for that, yes. Right now, it's just something that weighs on my heart. Just hatred and yeah, well, vengeful. Yeah, I think vengeance is one of the sin.
Well, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. You must be very careful.
Yes.
You
Okay,
might
I'll do some prayers.
Yeah, no Hail Marys for you. That's really not very appropriate. We'll go with another 100 Our Fathers.
Together, or do I do it as a homework?
Oh, you do it as homework. I'm not going to sit here and say the 100 with you.
Okay. Well, I may have time with Mary a little later. Maybe with her, I can do my Our Fathers. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what I will do.
Oh, I'm sure she would be happy to say them with you.
Of course, we will pray together, and yeah, we will be unified in some way in front of God. And she's married, so half of the job done.
Good God. I don't think I'm supposed to say that, but okay. But if you're thinking of vengeance, son, come to speak to me first before you do anything rash.
Yeah. Sometimes events go fast, but I will try.
Hmm.
Okay. So
You were
yeah,
an interesting man, Alphonse. More interesting than I thought.
yeah. Well, someone who have to not to talk about the truth he lives in might be an interesting person.
Hmm. I thought you were just a common gigolo, but it turns out you may have some more depth to you.
Well, I'm both. All right. So yeah, well, if she's on duty today, you can say hi to Sister Sophie on your congregation. Yeah.
Sister Sophie. Oh, I wish I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry, but she's on the list.
Well, yeah, he just takes a swig right out of the brandy. He doesn't even offer you a sip. He just upends the bottle.
So, so I will go to my meeting, and yeah, I will come back. I will come back.
Travel safely, my son.
Yeah, amen. All right. So I go out and go back to my place and in my thoughts, and I don't. I my character won't even go finally to see Mary because he's just too much into his thoughts and just the weights of his griefs uh, is just too much. He just doesn't have a taste to go see that woman. So that was the teaser trailer of season 2.
Yeah, the trailer. And that's a wrap, kids. That's a wrap.
Yes.
Confession is good for the soul.
Oh yeah, well, it's done.